very blessed to be alive right now. How's the body feeling at this moment?
I'm
We also
better
had
now,
a
but I'm feeling tired. Like I couldn't sleep also probably.
Why?
Like too much tiredness and not bring it to sleep, you know. And then I wake up today morning to think of pulling this curtain out. And I got up at 6 in the morning. I'm like, oh shit, I can't do it. And then I called Sudeep, can you please do that for me? And he did that. And then I got some more sleep, so I'm feeling a bit better. But yeah, physically I was not feeling that good in the morning.
They started choreographing this in 2018, right? And then they made a 12-minute excerpt which they did for an event in Shunya called the Shunya Ticket. And you know, people were very kind in terms of the feedback we received. And so then they decided to make it into a full-length production, for which we started crowdfunding. And of course, the funds started to slowly come in, and the process began. And after about 2 months of work, the pandemic happened. So I think what happens with dance is, in terms of some conceptual research, they did get somewhere, but the body after the lockdown and all those months had totally dropped, I guess.
We took just the first, say, 3 weeks to get back in our bodies.
Yeah. So this was material that they had performed, you know, so they had it really strong in their body. But I think there is something nice to the time that they had to take away from it, the conceptual time, the way you look at the time creativity needs. So I can see from their first 12-minute excerpt, which was really cool and really awesome and really virtuosic, to now, definitely there's a journey, not just for the choreographer Rick, but also for all the dancers in terms of the ownership of the piece and what the piece means to them.
Whenever I do or see this piece, for me it's like a 5 tennis ball who just sent in the space, and it's moving around, moving in the space because of external energy, like maybe gravity, like because of those kind of energy, it's moving and making shapes, making patterns, going away, again coming together, following, again going far, again coming together, following one route. So for me it's like that.
So the returning to the studio was, we all knew we'll be able to at some point, but the fact, the actual realization of actually arriving and then being respectful of the earlier process, that what is that process, what is that ritual, what is that body training, and how you arrive there. So lack of it makes you more conscious of how you get there. So I think the last year brought that awareness of like, it's not there, and so this is what it actually means. You know, this is what that rigor, that ritual, that training, that community, this is what that means.
Not being in this space and in this kind of environment for very long, it felt very much like home coming back, very comfortable. Even though it was a new set of people. Yeah. Rehearsal is rehearsal. Yeah. That somehow it's just that's comforting.
Yeah.
So that context of pre-pandemic has completely gone. Because today I know I'm here because I know I'm here and I want to be here and I'm present. And those certain things became very obvious when you are in isolation, and all of us had our own journeys. But this context is different, as you said, because now the studio is here, it's there, and it's saying, go, do, it's here, come.
I'm like, literally, do I really want to make it? Or I'm just making it just kind of a... And something changed after going home. After staying there at home, is like a... It just kind of the whole year of 2020, I didn't even dance one day. Like, I can count how many days I danced. Most of them are kind of very particular exercises, how to teach them. It was far from the dance. Like, why am I even dancing? Why am I gonna do this piece? You know, it's the repetition of everybody doing some kind of a work again. Do you just do some work because you are a dancer? Do something now. You know, not pressure. Somehow you feel that because you're a dancer, you have to promote yourself some point. Teacher to the performer to the some choreographer, blah blah blah. And I don't know what literally happened. And something happened. It just made me driving it. Okay, if I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. And I just dropped everything. It was a very flat reaction though for me. Kind of a no classes, nothing. Only this, only this. And then I just saw the work of other thing. What I was doing the 2020. I felt whatever the process was different this time. They taught me how to make a process different this time. So not doing dance and doing something else, which taught me how to do this, rather than doing that only.
Now I think there's a depth in their presences which I didn't see earlier. So I do wonder if that is all the time spent away from the floor with this feeling like, what if I never get to dance like that again? Because as you can see, this piece is so tactile and they are in each other's faces. So we're still, I mean, not going to be able to have a lot of people watch it. It's going to be in this huge space, maybe 20 people seated very far away from each other. But it's at least more than the show, it's being able to be in process. I think. I speak to Rick, but from what he's told me, his images come from this feeling of the flock of birds or a school of fish, an organism that is one but is many. I guess the pandemic has many small tragedies other than the really big ones that we see. There are lots of tiny losses also. Yeah. So let's hope that. I don't know, maybe you can use, I know the experience around us and what is happening in your body with that, and the sort of comfort of these 5 bodies and the fact that you all are doing what you all are doing. The privilege of being able to dance without masks and in each other's sweat, at least today. Now we have no idea what happens on Monday, what happens on Sunday, what happens next week. So just really enjoy it. Yeah, have fun.